So what's the plan for today? Well, the bike needs its 12k service. It's done about 11,700 miles, which they told me is close enough, and they'd be happy to service at that. So I thought, well, let's give it a go. So now we just need to go around here. Check there's no one behind me. It's my least favourite bit. There we go. Oh, bop. So I wonder what they're going to give me today. This is BMW Welling, if you haven't been here before. Lovely place. It's quite near me, so I find it very, very convenient. So here we are, this is BMW Welling. I'm not sure what they're going to give me, but we'll have to see what I end up on. So here we go, let's go and say hi. Here we go, this is Lind Motorrad, Welling. I mean, they're all very similar, aren't they? All the BMW shops. But no, there's a brilliant selection out here. I'd love to have a go on that GS actually, if I could get up and over it. I'd love to have a ride. I think the seat looks low enough, but I don't know what they've assigned me, but we'll have to wait and see. It's a bit embarrassing, I've picked the wrong door. I think this door. Way. Yeah, lovely, thank you. Yeah, helps if I pick the right door. Normally it's that one. Very nice, very BMW. Let's get this lid off. Well, here we are. I'm in the body, the beast of this R1250 40 anniversary edition. I thought I would be terrified. First initial impression. Oh, she's fruity. I thought I was going to be terrified, but actually, she's so comfy. The screen's a bit annoying. I've never had a screen, so. But I can get basically both feet down. It's oh, guys, this is dangerous. I love the R90, and they've been very kind in giving it to me for about 6 hours because my bike's having its big service. So I thought, oh my god, okay, the quick shifter's got a kick to it. Wow, oh god. Okay, learning to trust it. Oh, so this is my first initial impressions of the R1250 GS. Oh. The weight has practically disappeared. Learning the trust of the grip is a bit testy. And I keep using the clutch. Wow, wow. You know, you shouldn't judge a bike by its cover, and I've been judging this bike for so long on how massive it is and the fact that only older people ride them, but I've got to say this is so comfy compared to my GS. I can already feel my back in a very good position, whereas with the R90 I'd been leant over quite a lot. It doesn't quite have the character of the GS, so I normally would have got a little bang and a crackle. Oh god, I should probably check this has a quick shifter in actually. I think it does, but that does feel very, very violent. So nice, my wrist feels so relaxed. And I was terrified about not being able to get my feet down, but honestly, practically both down. Wow. Do you know, I think I might have spoke too soon. This is in rain mode as well, and it always feels very plucky. Let's just stop for a sec at this traffic light. There we go. Let's see if this screen goes further down. There we go. Hopefully now you can see a bit better. But I am so impressed. I mean, it's ginormous, and there's too much there, but wow, one hell of a bike. Oh. Oh god, that kick! That is one hell of a kick to get you into gear. So the goal of today was really just to see what the fuss is about. I mean, already the road positioning and the road presence this thing gives you is ginormous. You are taller than most cars, and I think I'm gonna say it. I take back all the things I said about the GS that it was only for old people, and that I can't remember what else I said about it. But it was mainly only old people, that's what I focused on. But wow, this thing flicks like nothing else. I'd say that flicks better than the R9T actually. It's keyless, so I've got the fob. Oh my god, okay. I'll have to get used to that quick shifter. I think you need to be under more throttle maybe. Or maybe it doesn't have one. Maybe I've just been loosely banging in gears. If I have, I'm very sorry, BMW. I know it's got the electric suspension though. Wow, that is a weird feeling. When you brake, the front lever does not dip. Wow, what a hell of a bike. Now they did say if I got the BMW app, I could put navigation on there. Wow. That is truly beautiful. Do you know what? I think I've spoken too soon. I take back everything I said about the GS as being only for old people. I feel like I'm floating on an actual cloud, like... Oh, sorry. Triggered the ABS there, whoops. The throttle's a bit dead, but I am in rain mode. Oh my god! Oh! That is... If that's rain mode... Oh, Jesus Christ. This isn't a very good review. It's just me making loads of noises and trying to talk at the same time. I feel like I'm floating on... I'm floating on a cloud. Like, genuinely... Oh, bit of a bump. Floating on a cloud. I feel like everyone else is like a peasant. Move out of the way, you peasants. This bike, wow, this is the standard height, and it's over low seat height, and it does feel like it's kind of just bobbing along really, which is very, very satisfying. I'm gonna have to nip home and get some more batteries, because basically what I said to them was I'll have what she's having. No, I basically said to them, if you give me something rubbish, if you give me something, just anything, to get me home, I'll just go home on it, and I'll come back at 4:30. But I did say, if you give me something good, I do YouTube, and I would love to test ride one. Wow, so smooth. I mean, the engine braking is very predictable. I haven't touched the brakes in a long time, but all I'm doing is just rolling off. And that floats, bobs along very, very nicely. And it's just purring along. We're at 3,500 revs. I've got so much oomph. I can feel the oomph, but the throttle is very, very relaxed. And the bike just tilts, just effortlessly moves over. It's a big bike, and I am small man. I think that when I stood next to one of these, the handlebars were at where my shoulders were when the steering lock was on. I think this was very risky because the R9T is stunning. I've only had it a year and someone's given me another offer. No. Very, very lovely bikes indeed. I've got a hot bottom. Have I got a heated seat? Okay, I'll have to do that when I've stopped. Because there's a rocker switch somewhere. No, that's just a bolt. There's a rocker switch somewhere. But I think my seat is being heated right now. That is a luxury, to say the least. I started this video by saying there's no pressure on any of my wrists, but actually my right hand doesn't quite feel like it's stretched so flat out, to be honest. And it was really distracting because the guy behind the till who was sorting everything out for me, he looks like Teapot One. He looks like Bruce, and I was thinking, Bruce? But I'm sure it's not him, he just looks a lot like him. But I think Bruce Teapot One used to be working in the police, not selling bikes. Wow, this is one hell of a bike. Oh, LED headlights again. Not even my car has those. So one flash, it does look like absolute lightning on the front. Come out the front, here we go. Oh no, I didn't get spattered. Well, I should probably plan what to do with this bike for the day actually. The first stop is my house to get some batteries. But after that I should really decide what to do with the thing. But you know, I was scared of it when I first saw it. And I did say to the guy, oh, could we take it out? Could we take it outside? Check I can actually fit on it. But no, I feel like very, very comfy. And now I see why there are so many GSs. I did previously complain that they were only for older people. But they're not really. They're quite comfy actually. So yeah, my right wrist is not quite as comfy as it normally is, but admittedly, it's so weird when the front doesn't dip because it's got... Only thing is the acceleration's a bit fruity. It's a bit weak, but that's because I have the rain mode activated. Yep, yeah, it's got it. Certainly got it. Well, hello, welcome back. I just had to nip home and get some batteries. Again, I said I'd get some batteries and I'll need one more pop home to get my logbook, which of course I've forgotten. And how are they going to stamp the bike if it doesn't have a logbook? Anyway, we're in road mode now, throttle wise, which is actually really helping all day. Oh, I've got a little rear ABS there and it's hardly doing any work. And we're just going to pop up to the town centre just to see what the bike's like in the town, really. So being this high up does give you an amazing feeling of owning the road. Like, I'm definitely taller than this Audi. Like, on the R9T I'm pretty much taller, but I do feel like I'm right being seen. So see what roads are shut and all the rest of it, but I just wanted to check what the GS is like in the town as well, just for your guys' entertainment, for my entertainment, just to really see what it's like. And then I thought we'd go a little bit further afield. I haven't really planned any of this, and I can't fit my sat-nav on that, which is really, really frustrating actually, because I did kind of say, oh, if I got this I'd go somewhere, you know, far away for the day, make the most of it. Gotta say, you can really feel the electric suspension doing its job. I feel like I'm floating on an absolute cloud. Try not to grip the throttle so sharp, but I feel like I'm on a genuine cloud of goodness. Oh, we might have to try out some filtering. Yeah, I would like a bit more character from the bike. I haven't heard a single pop or crackle yet. Sure, with more heat in the exhaust and a bit more chances to do it, you'd feel it, but I was kind of hoping for some sort of bong or pop or crackle or something. Really easy to just move around these little turns, and again, everything's on a weird slant. Oh, that thing just glides around that corner. We're going to go left here. I thought there'd be this big heaving heffalump in the corners, but no, that is very easy to move indeed. I love that little pop. Oh, she's going to open her door. Hopefully they've seen me. Thank you for waiting. Wow. So this is St Albans, if you're wondering where this is. These are just the little roads. And again, I hope this road's open. Wow, that glides around that corner so nicely. Yeah, don't mind me, mate. Look at this. The engine holds really well, actually. I can think I come to quite a stop. So that's the engine braking holding us there. It's a little bit jerky, but it's not junting us, it's holding quite smoothly. And again, that's just the engine braking doing that. There's no one behind me. And let's see how smoothly I can take off from it. Lovely. Really lovely and smoothly. So we're just going to head past the cathedral now. That's St Albans Cathedral. Absolutely incredible place. Longest nave in Europe. If you're wondering what the nave is, it's the longest bit. Really lovely to see. Let's continue down. I'll show you the oldie fighting cocks. I also like to stand up on. Wow. Perfectly sized, I'd say. And this is the little archway. And again, beautiful size. Really slim. And it just fits down these little roads just nicely. I know you can get a car down here, but it just glides along. So nice. I know I've got someone on a vehicle behind me. It sounds good. I prefer the sound of Fentor's. He's got a standard. He's got a different exhaust on it. But no, this just glides along beautifully. So we're coming up to the what is believed that they all say they're the oldest, but this one is. I genuinely believe that this one is the oldest. Now, unfortunately, it's had to close at the moment, but only because the current license operator has gone bust. But let me just swing this behemoth round. Here we go. Wow, really good turning circle. I am very impressed by that. This is Oldie Fighting Cocks. It's the oldest pub in Europe, apparently. They all say they are, but this one I would genuinely believe to be the oldest one. The idea is in there used to be the cockfighting. Used to be chickens with knives on their legs. But currently it's gone bust, but it won't be long until they get going again. I actually had a trial shift in there once, tried to get a job in a pub. I'm really not the type. I did actually get offered the job, but I said it's a no from me. I'm not that chirpy. So this brings me to a perfect place to try out this wheel of endingness. So we're going to push it. And nothing happens. Okay, menu. Oh, okay, it's quite awkward. Fentor does this while he rides. And now to click, you have to press down. And this is what you can see about the bike. So the battery, the mileage, the tyre pressures, the temperature, okay. I'm going to push along a bit more. See, this is where my love for the GS kind of drifts off, because I don't want a computer. I want an oldie-woldy motorcycle that kind of knows a bit about itself, but, you know, not too much. It tells you the journey, all the rest of it, speed, tyre pressure, and again, when it's going to be serviced. That's kind of useful, but again, mine can tell you this when it's going to be serviced. It just says service D and a little countdown. And again, apparently you can do this while you ride. I probably wouldn't. You go to the settings of the thing. Okay, that's a bit much. He said if you panic, just go up. I could spend hours on that. This takes the light from automatic to not, so I think we'll leave it in automatic. That's something to do with the cruise control. This is the... Oh god. And then here, yeah, I want that on, and then the honker. Okay, well that's kind of all there, and it's one hell of a bike. That's the suspension is just soaking up every little bump, and you can really feel all the little changes. That's just lovely. Even cobbles are fairly easy to get used to. Oh my god! Wow, yeah, it's definitely got a quick shifter. I can tell you, if you get the revs right, that's sexual. That is truly, truly beautiful. I mean, quite a nice bubble of not much wind actually as well, which is really nice. see if we can have them. Here we go. Oh my god! Yeah, it's got it. It has got it. No problem. Wow. Oh my. That was like a warp speed. Generally, wow. I'm really continuing to take back what I said, that these are only for people of a certain age. It's just because they're the only ones who can afford one, really, but this has changed my mind. Do you know what? Had I been a bit less scared, I should have tried this before I tried the R9T. The seat is lovely and comfy. Personally, because I've got small little legs, I've got a 30-inch inseam. I think that's what it is. Basically, whatever the number is on your trousers, I'm a 32 medium or something like that. But yeah, it's really small. Yeah, that's all I need. Here we go. Holy cow! Yep, she's got it. Certainly has got oomph. I can really understand why people have an R9T and they have one of these, actually. It just feels like I've got a mission, and no matter what it is or where I've got to go, I will get to it. Let's see. Okay, other BMW riders still won't nod at you. Don't worry about that. They're busy. They're executives. I feel a few drops of rain. I hope that's not a sign of things to come. I'm fully Gore-Texed up though, so like every BMW rider, if it rains, I'll just carry on. But if it's really awful, I'll go back home. Okay, here comes the rain. Can I overtake? Oh, it's so hard to see. No. Here comes the rain. Da -da -da -da. Da -da -da -da. Da -da -da -da. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah. So it's raining now. We'll see how the GS keeps up. When we stop, I'll put it into rain mode. So here we go. We're going to see what these roads are like. If they're too gravelly and horrible, I might turn around. And again, it is raining now as well, so as much as I don't mind the rain, I'm not quite signed up for it. So apparently the headlight's doing all this clever wishy-washy stuff where it's can turn off some of its cells so it doesn't blind people and things like that, which again, very, very clever for a bike. And you know, all this technology, it's not actually intruding like I thought it would. I thought I'd have non-stop rubbish on the screen telling me things all the time, but actually, you know, the quality of the ride, just watching all the muck, has actually been not very interrupted by all this tech gubbins. I know I'm a young person and I should understand it, but I just don't want all that intruding on my ride. I thought it'd be like, bing, your tyres are low, bing, you've run out of fuel, bing, you need a service, bing, it's a bit cold today, put on your jacket. You know, I don't want to tour with my mother. But actually, it's pretty good. I don't know what the price of this one is. Okay. But if you look online on eBay, you can get a GS Adventure without a TFT screen for about £8.5 grand. That's very, very similar to what I paid for the R9T actually, which is, you know, that's really interesting to know that you could get all of this for an R9T. But just something about that R9T I really do love. I'm going to cut the corner. Sorry, officer. There you go, I sound like Mr. Flyer. Let's put the heated grips on. One. Okay. It's the Cross Keys pub. Can't say I've ever been. So we're on the country roads now. Well, how's it going to handle? Hopefully the same. It's... I'm in road with the suspension on auto. So it should be automatically kind of reading the road and adjusting the suspension as we go. So we'll get a feel of how that works out. I'm getting a little bit of pain on my right wrist. Let's see if I can shuffle anywhere on the seat. No, I'm pretty fixed in one position, to be honest with you. But very, very bearable indeed. Thank you for indicating, because I was planning on overtaking you. Very lovely and smooth when it lifts off as well. I did sit on an R18 this morning. It's a no from me. Way too ginormous. I love the look, but I don't know. Although, to be fair, I said no about this bike and that turned out to be pretty nice. You know, I just feel like I can go anywhere. Green laning, that's kind of another question, but no, I really think this could be a lovely friend for the R90. Let's see what it's like in the corners. Oh, God, you really do have to convince that shifter to shift for you sometimes. Well, it's certainly got it. And again, you know, I was scared of this bike, but I'm on the low seat, and actually that's, I think, all you need. So easy to just turn around that little corner. Wow, that quick shifter responds quickly. Really, really impressive. I love the little that you get with it. It's very, very exciting indeed. Try this little twist. Oh yes, oh yeah, wow, that thing glides through. Obviously it's a bit wet and a bit gravelly, I'm trying to be a bit careful here, but this thing just glides along. Let's try no braking. Wow, there was a brake there, I chickened out and tapped the brake just before the corner. This thing. What an incredible machine. Gotta say, this absolutely glides around. You can feel it a little bit twitchy and stuff, but nothing more than a normal bike. Go through here, around this corner. So smooth. Let's just sort you out on the camera. Hopefully you can still see. Hopefully it's still there actually. Okay, I'm on the low battery warning. I'll find somewhere good to pull in and swap batteries. Wow. Wow. Martin, Fentor, you've got one hell of a bike. I should again mention BMW Wellin. Thank you so much for lending me this bike for the entire day. My R90 is having its big 12k service, which takes about 6 hours because they have to wait for it to cool and do all the rest and then have lunch, I imagine. Here it is. I'll just do a quick walk around for you. It's one hell of a bike. 40-year anniversary edition, and it's got the crazy headlight that tilts and moves with you. Really impressive. Really nice. Needs a clean. And this is a 71 plate. What a lovely looking bike that is. Welcome back. I just had to stop and change battery outside this lovely little house. It's not my house, don't worry. Wow, I'm really, really impressed with this bike. My shoulders ache a little bit actually. I'm not quite the right size for it. But overall, lovely, very impressive. So the goal now is to head through the lanes over to the bike stop. And we'll see how brave I feel, because their parking's slanted. But if the bike stop's open, It's a Tuesday, I hope there would be. And then I can get some food there, head back, put the little logbook in my rucksack, and I can just go and hang around at BMW until they're ready. We rolling? Good. So it's keyless ignition, so you push this button and it kind of shows you that. Then turn off the hazards, put it into gear, and fantastic. Again, it remembers everything that you told it previously, so I think let's get going. Codicut. This is the little town of Codicut. It's just at the back of Wheathampstead, and again, lovely place. And you can quite quickly get out into what feels like the countryside. But if you go 15 minutes the other way, there's a train station that will take you to St Pancras in 18 minutes, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. Of course, you would need your own car for that little middle bit, but if you live around here, I think you can afford it, and you can justify it if you don't live in London. Right, here we go. First very tight corner coming up. Not bad. Slippery, so I'm being very, very cautious. Really nice. It does encourage you to keep your head up, keep looking forward. I've got the wrong helmet on today. I should have put my Tour X4 on, but again, I haven't got it set up for cameras, so it's you guys who are slowing me down there. Just gliding around that corner. Really, really impressive. And this is really my sort of style of riding, really. I'm struggling with a quick shifter. It doesn't seem to like going down. You have to really kick it to get it to go down sometimes. Other time it would just glide. So I don't know if the quick shift's just trying to help me if I'm changing gear for no reason or something. But anyway, we just head over to the bike stop. We want the Old Town Stevenage. Got the Old Town Road and but yeah, thanks Helmet Head, I really appreciate that for sort of just inspiring me to, you know, get out and about even though the weather's not great. You put the right gear on, you know you're going to get a bit wet. Works out to be quite nicely. So, cheers mate. Right, here we go. But yeah, massive thanks to Helmet Head for sort of inspiring me to continue coming out even though it's not very nice weather at all, because they actually, you know, you put the right gear on, you don't really notice the cold, to be honest. So here we go, this is Stevenage, specifically Stevenage Old Town. And I've just got to kind of remember where the bike stop is. Around here. Lovely, fantastic. Here we go, one bike stop. Just bring her right up to the curb. Lovely. Good. Oh, that's a strong headlight. Right. Let's get some lunch. What a beautiful bike. It's truly, truly something special. I take back everything I said. It is fascinating. Generally, I love it. I really, really do. And I love this. Look at that. Steering lock's on. All I've got to do is focus on getting my gloves on and getting in there. What an absolute stunner. It's really changed what I think about the GS family. Nice one. See you soon.